corner for a long time.
We was on right corners this time. If you listening out there, we have changed our life. We live positive.
Hey, not them corners. Yeah.
Not those corners. We've switched it up. There you go.
No, for real. And shout out to NFE, because here I am. I'm trying to navigate a show. I know I can't be there, but I'm just using all the resources and the people that support me, that I'm just all Instagram. I'm putting 100 hours a day on Instagram, right? Mm-hmm. But I'm trying to put, the spark back into something that I already built up before I was incarcerated for the handgun in 2020. So, not to get in that, the past is the past, but the biggest thing was that despite being restricted in a way, I was still able to network and pull the necessary resources, and it was an amazing show. It wasn't like what I really wanted it to be, because when I'm there, I'm like real hands-on, but overall it was a very successful show, and I was proud that the first Be More Rap Review show was on that level. Shout out to T Savage, Chelsea Nicole, Too Raw, the Raws.
Two of them things.
Who I'm forgetting. And the real pretty Savage Princess. They came out, they represented the ladies real well on the first
classy
300 degree.
I'm telling you, teamwork
could be classy. Everybody look good, smell good. You know?
Yeah.
So can I ask you, Akewi, just because I know people don't know, and people probably don't get a chance to get to know you. You're really not an approachable person, because you're serious about your business all the time, and that's one thing I do know. So how are you able to stay focused and motivated through the rough time, honestly?
To be honest, I'm like a highly energetic person naturally, right? So my mind is constantly trying to figure out something to do to make myself more favorable in the public eye, right? Mm-hmm. And this doesn't really limit it to entertainment, because the most important thing that people need to know is that Creating Be More Rap Review was the artist that's just like you, that was going to open mic paying $10, $50, $200, $300, right? To get those chances for people to hear my song, see my performance. I got the hottest thing in the world. You hear these bars, Boosie gonna put me on. Like, I'm really was that, so I don't just sympathize, I empathize. I was there. And, even now, posting stuff on my personal profile, something might go. If I dance a little bit, they might like me. But if I, just show them a little, they might not like. So that affects you psychologically, when you.
But when I met you just now, you came and gave me a hug. So when you say he was unapproachable, he came when I walked in like, hey, what up?
See, you got to turn it on and off and listen. Because I deal with a lot of the street artists. Like, I get a lot of pull from my artists, right? And I love them, right? And of course, I go into all the realms. I step into them, with the other people, with the people who, relate to me and rock with me. A lot of times come from the streets or still in the streets. So it's a certain way, a skill you got to have to navigate dealing with people, especially when you're getting their money, right? I know a lot of people don't like the idea of a promoter or someone saying, hey, look, in order to get on this, you got to pay a couple dollars, right? But I don't care about those people who don't like that, because I'm them. I'm paying this person better charge me $500, and this DJ want $150. I'm not using your money to pay none of this. I'm going to pay that up front, right?
Correct.
It's a hustle of it, right? And I wish I could do a lot more free stuff, but I just say that because that is included.
But I want to make myself.
That's helping others. That's not free stuff.
I was going to say not
others,
clear.
Sometimes you get helped out.
Yeah, but I was saying not to make myself clear. No, nothing is free. Not even freedom is free. But like you said, when you're dealing with folks, learning how to deal with folks. I like the part that you said, okay, Ms. Eartha, that was a whole different thing. You just Ms. Eartha. But when I go to, same thing when you go to the boardroom. Same thing when we get ready to go to these sponsors, because we can get the same money from other people who really are the ones that's going to use your artist. But when you learn how to make those deals, the artists will come in free.
That's a fact.
Because they are paying influencers. So you be like, hold up, you got to go perform here. You might have to pay me now, but I can get you hooked up when I go over here and get that money from corporate America.
That's a fact.
Then we're going to be like Cat Williams. We're going to be out here paying everybody. And that's what he did.
What? Speaking of paying everybody, let me tell you, bro, because I was about to ask you, Akewi, what you got coming up next? Bro, I had the comedy show last night, the V-Day Comedy Explosion with A Snow. Shout out to A Snow.
Yeah.
Like, he really did his due diligence. Let me tell you, he the definition of book 'em all and you get what you pay for. Sold the ticket. Some of y'all are not bookable because y'all don't bring nobody out. Y'all don't bring nobody out. What makes you think, like you said, okay, we have expenses. We are bosses. We pay our employees. We pay for the venue. We pay for the promo. We pay for the
cameraman,
everything. And guess what? It's not even for us, because that's what a person thinks. No, it's for you. This is the look that I'm creating for you professionally because you don't know how to do it. So now I'm providing you a service.
Right.
You don't think you have to pay for services when you get your car fixed?
No, because they think they're talented. Because again, guys, and I'm telling you from old school, no. When somebody think they the shit, they think you're supposed to pay them. Now, my thing is that think you the shit and make sure you can get the rest of the people in.
That's why I was looking like.
I said, thank you the person.
Timo Rap always brings it up.
That's right, you bring. But make sure people understand you do supposed to, but get back to the business here.
Yeah.
Make sure people think that's what you are. They will show up.
Thanks.
Okay, because you can't tell me, hey, Ms. Urfa, I'm going to come and perform and 2 people show up. Then I'm going to say, you need to check yourself because nobody's showing up for you. We do this all the time. I got events. I brought Mike Epps to town. I brought huge people to town. So you're right, but this is what we got to do, which I'm going to train you. Bring an artist that bring an artist that will bring the audience, right? Like I brought Mike Epps, and then I put a comedian Larry Lancaster on. Because when we bring famous people, when we have a star person that show up, when that star
hilarious too. He was at the Baltimore Crown Awards.
Right, but when those people go home, you can book Larry all the time. That's how he's getting big, because he was exposed to 2,600 people who saw him. Right, so what we do, we take these artists, whoever y'all think is great, when we bring a famous artist, put them up in front of them, and then those people get exposed to him. Then we can resell it.
I agree.